Hello, monsters of Annion, welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 6 of my Throgg campaign, where last time we launched an attack on Kislev. I mean, we've been attacking Kislev anyway, but we're now aiming to take out Katerin. There she is, hanging around behind her army. We've now almost gone full monster. We've got a shit ton of Norscan ice trolls, all with shields, which obviously makes them significantly more tanky. And they still got like missile resistance, physical resistance, regeneration, frenzy, all that kind of good shit. Get 'em, boys. Yeah, that's the stuff. That's the stuff. We've got the Norscan ice walls going to chase down Katerin. And I mean, we're just swarming over them with sheer weight of numbers. I think we do outnumber them at this point, so... I mean, in number of units, not actual entities, because obviously we don't have many. The skin walls ripping through the flank. The armoured Kossars there getting shredded. And once they've been dealt with, we can, of course, move. I can't wait for Kislev to be dead, because then I don't have to deal with this stupid bloody... we're going to run away but in 30 seconds thing, which I really hate. I mean, to be honest, maybe they should just like make units less likely to run away across the board, because that would then make that battles more difficult. I think that's a very easy way to make battles more difficult, is... sometimes enemy armies seem to run away very quickly, don't they? I mean, sometimes not, and that's always a surprise. I'm always surprised when an army will just die. It's like when you're fighting dwarves, and those guys just do not run away. Like, you literally have to exterminate them. Ooh, bursts of flavour there. Lovely jam. Jam. Well... I think that did it. Oh, the sooner we exterminate Kislev, the better. Because then I won't have to deal with their stupid, I'm not going to run away just yet thing. Which always does my nuts in. Every single time. Every single time it just does my nut in. Okay. We were thinking about killing Azazel, weren't we? Is that just going to be more... I don't need the Kislev thing, do I? I can live without it. Do I have to have it, or can it be... Not that one. That's the wrong tech. No, I need to occupy it. Right, yeah. I mean, I guess the mass would be kind of useful, but mass is always one of those things which is sort of like... Which one was it? No. 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 No, oh, Secrets of Ice, there we go. Plus 15%. I mean, is that actually useful? The thing is, I don't think it's going to make that much difference. That's the only thing. And otherwise, it's kind of like every other stat on that is kind of like, do I actually care? Attrition, meh. Immune psychology, meh. Yes, you are, Throgg. Yes, you are. Hang on. That's more like it. Good. So now our boys have got 53 melee attack and 161 weapon strength. Oh, that's the stuff. That's the fucking stuff. Okay. I think we'll leave it. We'll leave it. I mean, with any luck, someone will go and take Kislev. If I knock out Kislev here and then head this way, maybe Kislev will, you know, resurge. They tend to do that. My friends tend to do poorly, and my enemies tend to do particularly well. So maybe we just won't have to worry about it. That's the dream, isn't it? That's the fucking dream. Good. Okay. You're recruiting stuff, which is fine. Do we have any more? Do we have any more ports? That's a 3. You need to be upgraded. There we go. To be honest, the only buildings I really care about are ports. Everything else I just don't really give a shit about. Okay, so we could come to Dietershafen. Where's the, I mean, there's ports here. We could, I mean, if we come down to Altdorf, is that, well, I guess all the ports are basically the same for us, so it doesn't really matter, does it? I guess it doesn't really matter. Fine. If only there was like a thing which gave you bonuses across the board, it would actually make sense to build. Otherwise, the Norscan building... So obviously, Pharaoh, my Pharaoh's videos are probably coming out at the moment. And someone said something about, oh, well, I don't mind the scarce resources because it makes buildings more interesting. And I don't really agree with that because the way I think is that Total War is all about efficiency, right? I mean, all games are, but because you can only have so many armies based on the resources you have, what you want is to have as much resources as possible. So obviously it makes sense to build money buildings first because they're the things that give you the resources to take more settlements, which then means you can get more money, so on and so forth. Now, because you can only recruit from, well, globally, obviously, but also from the settlement, the actual number of recruitment buildings you need is actually quite low. So realistically, they're some of the last buildings I always build because why do I need them? Because I can't afford more armies if I don't build the money buildings. So there's no point building the recruitment buildings unless, like, it's the first one, right? So like when I built the recruitment building to get trolls because I wanted trolls, what's the point in building a second one? Because likelihood is if I want to recruit trolls, I'll either do it globally or from the settlement with trolls. I don't need a second building. So personally, and this may be a controversial topic, I think that Total War needs to think about going the Tomb King route, because I think the Tomb Kings are a faction where, although they don't actually have upkeep, and maybe you do need upkeep in some form, but having the building, having to build the recruitment building to get more access to the units from that building makes more sense than just having one bit. And that makes building as a whole more interesting, because suddenly you've got the choice between, well, do I want money buildings or do I want more units? And suddenly that choice is an interesting one to make. Compared to Norsca at the moment, where you build ports if you can build the shit money building, and then you're just like, I guess the growth one? Because that's how I feel about Norsca at the moment. Like, there's no decent buildings. Because this is all recruitment. You've got these two, which are kind of like, I guess you could do that if you wanted. Sure. You've got the defense building. You've got the find undercity building, where the AI very rarely builds undercity, so you don't really need that. You've got the happy building, and then you've got the growth building, and then you've got the shit money building, and that's it. That's all you got. That's your lot. So, to be honest, I don't really need to build anything. I'm genuinely coming out of this thinking, do I actually need to do I need this for anything? And the answer is no, not really. I don't need this building. I do not need any buildings. I guess I can get the shit money building. I mean, the cavalry building I almost never build. I guess having Werekin is fairly useful, but I don't tend to want lots of agents anyway, because there's a lot of stuff to have to then move around the map, and I don't particularly enjoy doing that. I don't mind having agents in armies, and I don't mind having like an agent running around doing a specific task, but just having lots of agents running around is not really it's a lot of busy work for me. Like, I forgot to move Eric here because I just don't think about that kind of stuff. Well, they're dead. I had a trade agreement with them briefly. Little confederation there. And we are going to go and bop Zoishnek. Let's just bop Zoishnek. It has been bopped. It's a real shame that you don't have the little... Because it used to be that you would spread corruption. And why wouldn't it, like... Oh, the ruins do spread corruption, but there's no build... Like, what? Why? Why? I don't know why they did that. I don't know. Okay, I'm getting rid of these marauders. I don't need them. Eric, get in here. Come in. Get it. There you go. There you go. Now these guys got 58 melee attack and 106. So they are wrecking balls. They will carve their way through anything they're sent against, which is exactly what we wanted. I'm just going to tick you now, because I'm going to be honest, you've pretty much got everything you need, and I don't really care anymore. So we probably want this. If we take Dietershafen, I'll tell you what, come here. Come here. Okay, we're going to do some rejigging. Right, you get those. And those. And those. And I will take those. Okay, Wulfric's army is now looking pretty scary. Stig's looking a bit shit, but that is by design. Let us acquire some skin wolves. That sounds pretty good. Now, you boys, what are we going to do with you? I'm kind of thinking rage it up. Rage it up. So now I have 63 weapon strength. It's pretty legit. And obviously some magic resistance, which is, you know, fine. So I guess the happy building? That's all I can think of. Just like, I guess I'll build the happy building. Otherwise, I'm just spending money for the hell of it. That's what it feels like. I need to go and raid, don't I? So what I might do is send Throgg up here, do the raiding, and then with any... Oh, then we need to do like... Oh, you need to put javelins in your army and shit. Catherine, you want a peace treaty? No. Okay, Throggy. Come over here. We need to do some raiding so we can do some shenanigans. Meanwhile, Wolf, no, come here. Okay. Are we in range? I don't think we are. We'll just sit there for a minute. Where is... Oh, we're at war with you guys, aren't we? Okay, we'll send Stig over to take Wrecker's Point. You're over here. You're going to take Dietershafen. And then... well, I guess we just go on a rampage, don't we, basically? And Throgg's kind of doing some monster hunting, which is exciting. He's his own little, I guess, side job is moonlighting. That kind of thing. Okay, we've got that building. And I guess what we probably want is a troll building. And I guess we want some mammoths eventually. Mammoths are big targets. Fortunately, the AI is not very good at actually shooting them. The Troll King listens. Festus, my old fruit. My old pestilent fruit. You know what? I'm genuinely surprised that Kemmler hasn't attacked me. Which begs the question, why the fuck did he declare war on me? Who are you at war with? Okay, Azazel. Let's have a chat with Azazel, shall we? Where are you, piece of shit?
You can trust me. Just as Sigmar himself.
I don't care who you sucked off, right? Don't name drop. It's gauche.
I knew you would accept.
Creepy little shit. Honest to God. Right, okay, we're going to hit this. Let's we're going to occupy. Because it's got a lovely port. Mmm, tasty. And then I'm going to take your stuff. Because you declared war on me, even though I don't understand why. And I probably want defences here, don't I? Let's knock that down. Get defences. Bish bosh bash. Job is a good un. Okay, we're going to beef up our fearsome warriors so they are more killy. Fantastic stuff. I could... do I make... How much money do I have? How much money is it to beef you boys up? 2,700. Worth it. Worth it. Let's do it. More weapon strength. Fantastic. Right. And then... Right, I need to... What do I need to do? Oh, it's not going to tell me here, is it? That'd be easy. No, it's going to tell me here. What do I need to raid the Tower of Crack? Right. This is obviously going to upset... It's obviously going to upset Azazel. But, you know, I'm sure he will live.
Submit to me. I
See?
have such wonderful plans.
I'm not submitting to you, mate. It's just not going to happen. I don't need defences here. Famous last words. I need a shit money building. Let's build a shit money building. Voltsgrad. I don't really want Voltsgrad. What I want is Stojakun. What? Okay. What if Azazel?
Take in my aspect and
I don't want to take your aspect.
Can
I have that if I give you that? What the fuck? A relative faction strength apparently is now the issue. What? But I'm stronger than you. So do I need to be weaker than you? What the fuck does that mean? The fuck does that fucking mean? I don't understand. Ugh. Fucking diplomacy in this game is fucking bullshit, isn't it? It doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't know why I even bother. I may as well just ignore it. I will recruit ice trolls. Done. I need to recruit more ice trolls, do I? I swear to God, these fucking quests. These fucking quests. I mean, I do need an ice troll, so I guess that's fine. It's just the one ice troll, actually. Good. God, fucking bullshit, innit? Okay, let's do some ambushing because I bet they're gonna come for me, and then why can't you move very far? Well, yeah, indeed, but you're just doing it very fucking slowly, aren't you? Okay, just sit there. Oh, we've also got some... Ooh. Some furs. Okay, well, in that case, let's just get defences to start off with. That's probably the sensible idea. You are going to come up... But you're coming under attack here, but I wonder if you're going to go for me instead. Because one, it takes you away from the big scary army, and two, you don't know where I am. So I'm thinking that might be the play. How are people... Right, you are sad... That's fine. How sad? Not that sad. Everyone else is fairly... I mean, we're actually making decent money in particularly this province because obviously we've got all of the big ports there. That's a good Norscan province, that. Lot of ports. A lot of big ports. Love a big dock. The bigger the better. Okay, Wulfric was spotted. Did they take out... Are they laying siege to it? That is fine. I need to kill some wood elves.
Bloodthirsty. Understood.
Ow, that sucks.
Overrun the world.
Okay, let's get that lovely... Right, we've done that. Crown of Everlasting... Oh, that's quite nice. Hang on a sec. Crown of Everlasting... What was that? There we go. Oh, it's a... Oh, very... Okay, if we give... Because that's not regeneration, it's different. So if I give you that, effectively, you get regeneration, because obviously you're a troll, and also extra regeneration. You can't argue with that. Also, I can merge some of this shit and have potentially some decent stuff, finally. Blasphemous Amulet. Nah, it's trash. We will fuse that bad boy. A Flaming Axe of Cormac. I mean, that is fine. I mean, it's better than a Hellfire Sword anyway. That makes you quite scary. I mean, you're quite scary anyway. No. Oh, a Talisman of Preservation. I mean, I do like the Frenzy, though. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep the Frenzy. I quite like the Frenzy. The Beguiling Gem's quite interesting. I might actually, because we've got Eric now. He's a big scary boy. I'm going to give you some stuff like that. And do you have any armor? Would you like a Helm of Many Eyes? It's pretty legit. It's got a lot of eyes on it. I know what you're thinking. Lots of blinking eyes. No, just the letter I for some reason. No one knows why. Okay, what the fuck do we need to do next? Not that. Not that. There we go. That one. Move any character to Zoyschneck. Okay. Done. Monster Hunt. Alright, we're on it. We are fucking on it. Like Donkey Kong. What? Oh, because I'm in that stance. Okay. Okay. Right. Oh, wait. Hang on.
Battle time is feeding time.
And let's boost all you got. There we go. Now we've got a full army.
Disorder.
Right. Let's go and beat up the old Cold Voider. He shouldn't be too tough because his abilities are mostly anti-infantry and well, we don't have any. Got our first monster hunts. Got the old thingamajig. Frigastrex, Scion of the Cold Void. There we go. So it does have a special ability, which is not Frost Breath. It's this one. There we go. The Howling Winter. So that will spawn... What's the cooldown on that? 3 seconds. Seriously. Shit, son. Shit, son. So basically it will just spawn constant vortexes that will do quite a lot of damage. Now, against infantry, it will absolutely fucking shred them. I mean, it's not great against... It's pretty nasty against monsters, but significantly less effective. We don't even... You have fire resistance, don't you? You don't have cold resistance. There's no resistances in this game, really, apart from fire and physical and magic resistance. It's 3. It's just the 3. Just the 3 resistances, actually. And there we go. Now that... Oh, that's a lot of them. And as you can see, already we are taking a lot of damage from that. But we just need to lay in the Scion of the Cold Void and bring it down. Reinforcements are arriving. The monster fights feel... They feel pretty good overall. And I would like to see maybe just a few more quests which require... I'm just thinking of like the... In Shadow of the Horned Rat, there's a battle where you just fight a shit ton of trolls, right? It's like, oh, there's troll. Wouldn't it be nice to have like a troll migration quest just pop up and be like, oh, you can kill these trolls and you'll get, you know, more resources or a bonus or something, or maybe a regiment of renown to recruit. I think that'd be just... It would just break up the campaign sometimes. Although I do think that the main issue there would be the fact that you almost never have time to actually do that kind of stuff with most factions. You know, you don't have an army spare to deal with it. You're too busy trying to fend off the AI. Ooh, my poor skin balls are getting so wrecked. Oh, shit, son. Oh, God. Can you imagine if that was actual infantry? That would be rough. That would be rough. Right. The big monster is down. We just need to mop up the survivors. There's a bunch of ice trolls there. We need to unlock more monster battles. I would actually quite like to maybe do all the monster battles. Is that too much? I mean, some of them have like weird requirements, don't they? I know this is one of them which you need to recruit javelin guys or something. You don't really need... Like, the quests are generally fine, except for the they need to be a little bit more I think... Because obviously they got rid of them recently, haven't they? But I think they'd be fine if they were just a little bit more proactive on... What am I trying to say here? They're a little bit more dynamic, I think. Because you might be at the point of the campaign where you just don't want to recruit Javelin guys. So it just seems like a weird requirement. I mean, going places is, I guess, fine. Getting agents to do stuff is a bit weird. It's just, I don't know. It just never really sort of like fitted particularly well with Total War, I think. But maybe just getting rid of them was the right call. So this guy is still... He's coming back. Here he comes. He's coming back. He is the last monster on the battlefield. Apparently we have to kill him to win, and he's just going to sacrifice himself for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. He is now just heading straight towards this horde of trolls. And it's basically just lunch, isn't it? He's just delivering like a frozen meal. Oh well. Good night, sweet prince. Right. First monster hunt complete. We have the Frostworm Scale, which is a quite a nice one. We're going to do... We could always do this for someone different. Let's do the Hound. Because what I'm thinking there is that won't lose us... Oh, wait, they'll also give us fucking income from ports as well. We've got 20. Technically, that'd be 40 then. Ugh. Okay, well... Is it a bit weird that by... I feel like Norsca should be able to, like, empower all of these, in my opinion. Like, Norsca's supposed to be Chaos Undivided, right? They just worship all of them. And I get the idea that you're like... You know, you pick one. But I'm assuming the ports thing must be a mod that I've got, right? Is it? Question mark? Because if not, doesn't maxing this out effectively mean you get less money? It might. I mean, it might be a mod thing. In which case, that's obviously on me. Okay, let's go with Woundmaker. And I'm going to give Joe the ancient... Well, so what this does, basically it allows you to cast a vortex, a very, very potent one. Obsidian Amulet, eh? It's trash. Fuse that bad boy. We got an Obsidian Blade! Oh shit, that's even better. That is better than that one, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, now you've got 848 weapon strength. That's the shit we want. I'm going to give you the Flaming Sword, and then I'm going to give Stig the Hellfire Sword. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Need to pick a new one. Those guys are in the Empire, aren't they? Is there anyone nearby? Mountain Cleave Shaggle. That's near here, isn't it? Maybe we do this one. So Frozen Landing, which is over there. Yeah, okay. Well, that's reasonably close. We can kind of like get that done while we're sort of over here. I think that kind of makes sense. So let's sort of head in that general sort of direction.
A challenge?
We could always go and help you, couldn't we? Let's go and help you. Let's be a good neighbor. Let's be a good neighbor. Ooh, obviously Vicious Assault. That's just a given. Vicious Assault is plus 12 melee attack for everyone nearby. So obviously that's obviously quite useful just across the board, because it means everyone, like if you stick him into a big blob, everyone just kills stuff faster. You can't go wrong with that. I guess I build that one, and that one, and that one. I don't really need defenses, do I? I'm going to knock that down. It could be famous last words. It could well be famous last words, but we're going to stick with it for the moment. We're going to build the lane money building. I can't believe that gives you like 150 a month. It's like so shit. I know some people are going to say, well, yeah, but the Norscan economy is all about raiding and stuff. And yeah, okay, I kind of get that. But equally, it's not like you have anything specific that says, oh, you get more money from raiding, or you get more money from sacking, or like there's no specific faction mechanics that accomplish that. You want a peace treaty? Sure. Hello? Do you want a little hand doing that? All right. Slay them, pervert them. I mean, you've really got to pick the order of that quite carefully, don't you? Unless you're planning to kill half of them and pervert the rest. But you probably don't want to do it in that order on the same person. That's not perverting anyone. It's just an HR issue. So we are arriving in 15 seconds. Lovely. I like how they just slowly advance to the wall. No rush. They've got some rams. We'll take this ram. Just the laziest shits. Look at this. Just slowly Why would you why do you build? There's no point building rams. They're so you can take down the gates with most units before the ram even reaches the fucking gate. And the ram doesn't give you any protection. If anything, it just makes you slower. Like it's the worst thing to take to a siege in Total War Warhammer, where you have literal monsters that can rip a gate off its hinges. Or failing that, doggos, which apparently are really good at opening gates for some reason. Bizarre. Anyway. I think they really... they need to... With any historical time... Now, I do think Pharaoh, the sieges are pretty... Right, if you are trying to climb up a wall, good luck with that. If you try and do a Pharaoh siege the same way you do a Warhammer siege, you are going to have a bad time. With that said, I think the sieges in Warhammer were made worse because they were made so easy for the attacker. And I have had some fun sieges, but it does tend to... I feel like there's too many sieges. Too many boring sieges, which means for the most part you are just going to be fighting boring sieges, which means that every time you go into a siege you're going to have that feeling of, here we go again. Especially with an auto-resolve where, you know, you've fought the siege before, you've won it easily, and you're going to have to fight this again, you know, 4 or 5 times as you roll over an enemy faction because they've built, you know, garrisons in all their cities. They've got no armies nearby. Oh, a lovely little charge there from the chariots. It's just a shame. Ooh, lovely charge there. I really enjoyed that. Good little cavalry charge. Meanwhile, our doggos have climbed up onto the upper level. I do think the cities in Warhammer 3 are really... I like the multi-levelness of them. I really like that. It makes it significantly more interesting. I'd like to think it makes it more defensible, but it doesn't really help in that regard. But it certainly looks more interesting visually, and that is good. Because I do think the sieges Warhammer 1 and 2 were very dull. Although with that said, they were probably a better size. I wouldn't mind if... Because I mean, this city goes all the way back there. You know what? Probably like this would be fine. Something like this. You get some nice multi-level stuff in there, but it's more compact. It just makes it easier for the defender to actually defend it. And I mean, you know, I feel like a city with a garrison and an army inside should be pretty hard to take down. You should need multiple stacks to be able to successfully siege that down. You should need siege equipment instead of, you know, just hitting it with a single army and easily defeating the garrison And I guess that does come down to like having things like wizards and stuff, which make that a lot easier. So we've managed to take multiple objectives, and we now have the chariots. I like chariots. I want to use chariots more. It's just they're a pain in the arse to use, and often not as effective as much simpler units. So it's mostly a fun pick, isn't it? And of course, there's Wulfric on his mammoth. That's right, he's got a mammoth now. He has perfect vigor as well, which I'm not surprised because he's mostly just sitting down. It feels like like the mammoth feels like a weird mount for Wulfric, considering he's supposed to be a duelist. And I know it gives you the choice, but you know, why wouldn't you want a mammoth, right? But at the same time, probably not the. I mean, he's literally got his fucking ship on the back of a fucking elephant, hasn't he? A big fluffy elephant. He's just stuck his ship on the back there, so he can sail around on land, even if he gets to hit them with his ship anyway. What kind of villain throws a ship? And also, how did you put those gateposts through the cobbles, mate? It's going to be a lot of effort. Okay, here comes the chariots again. They do have a little bit of bonus first infantry, I believe. They got 18, not bad, not bad. So they will be doing some significant damage to these spearmen. Of course, the spearmen are anti-large, but I think we have the upper hand here, considering we've got 3 units of chariots and they've got 1 unit of shitty spearmen. And our allies are easily overrun. Well, I say easily overrunning. To be honest, I seem to be doing a lot of the work here. I am doing the vast majority of the heavy lifting, in my opinion. We've taken multiple objectives. We've pushed far into the city. Coming in behind these crossbows. Yeah, you really got to break. What the fuck was that, guys? Guys! I mean, I love the fact they just punted them over the barricade. There we go, finally, got it. Still, you managed to crash into each other. It's fucking chariots, not dodgems, mate. Honestly, useless bastards. Oh, well. Isn't it nice to have a friend battle? Friend battles, yay. There should be more of them. They're actually quite hard to get. Oh, it's nice to help friends, isn't it? Nice to help friends. Okay, so we've got more income from sacking settlements and the Empire, so on and so forth, all that kind of good stuff. Right, let's start with this, I guess. Sure. I don't like the bonuses for fighting specific factions. That always seemed like weird to me. Wasn't a big fan of that. Yes, okay, I think we're going to go this way. I don't really want to fight Wood Elves because I'm fighting a lot of Wood Elves in my Changeling campaign, and frankly, I don't want to deal with that. I'm going to skedaddle in here. Let's get the extra defences. It looks like old France Ferdinand predicts a riot over there. Did they do that one? Can't remember, not important. Right, and we're also going to head Throgg in this direction so we can get some more monster hunting done. Fantastic stuff. That, however, is going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.